Good morning, you guys. I just wanted to come on here quickly to show you give you a little bit of a tour of the garden today. It is like really early in the morning. To see the sun is just coming up. It's gonna be like 100 again today, and I wanted to get the garden while it's still fresh before the heat set in again. But here's my little entry arch. I am waiting for my clematis to grow up and over. Get that tied up a little bit. I have another one on the other side. And the strawberry plant. My black magic petunia. And this in both corners is a lily tree. It's gonna be a dark purple too. And I have purple prince zinnias planted in here. And grass is kind of cool right there. But these little are the those little blue peas that will flower, and people use the flowers to make tea. And then I have a nasturtium growing, and my black and white dianthus that I started from seed. And the same thing over there on this side. All right, so we walk through the arch. I can't wait to get my fencing up. In this first bed, I have some zucchini and yellow summer squash and more nasturtium, marigolds. That is collards that's left over. This is my chrysanthemum and a cinnamon basil. I don't have anything planted in this area right here yet. I have a couple peppers that were extra over here. They are the taller ones on this end are the shishito peppers, and then the rest of these are well, these four, this one, these three, and this one are the Tobago seasoning pepper, and that's one of the aja dulce. And this is tromboncino squash that I'm gonna try to train up this trellis. Let me stand back and show you that arch. I have my little wind chime. My daughter marked it for me. Shawnee's garden, a place of love and peace. I told her, thank you, but stop vandalizing my things. Oh, me. And in the second bed, I have 2 rows of tomatoes and 2 rows of string beans. I have the kalima, and then this is provider. They're all coming up and looking good. And this is the tender green improved all along here. and then across the back. And then on this side of the arch, I have a couple of climbing. All of these are bush string beans, and this is a climbing bean called Joseph's Coat, I believe. And this is one of those orange Hawaii marigolds. It's gonna get really big with the giant marigolds. All of my tomatoes are looking absolutely incredible. They're giant. Look at the dew. You see the dew on the leaves. This one is the only one that looks like it's struggling. I'm gonna leave it and hope it catches up with everybody else. Yeah, tomatoes are looking really good. In this last of my 16-foot row, I finally have a tomato touching the trellis. It's almost time to start tying these up. Yeah, everything's looking really, really good. Then here are my main row of peppers, and I have these little sticks to help support these. I think I'm going to string them in. And I have it's either a sunflower or a zinnia. I think it's a sunflower coming up right there. And my peppers, see, right there, there's one missing. Something would come along and bite my peppers. I think I have a video, and I'll insert that in here somewhere, of one of my peppers just bitten off at the stem. And see, there's another one missing right here. But last year, I grew these. These are the Mamma Mia yellow peppers. So I like them so much. I have 9 of those and 9 of the rosas. And then here, these are, so yeah, these are still the rosas. And these that one got bitten down, the Lesia pepper. Here, these are Tomatillo peppers, 4 of those. Got one right there in the corner. Leaves. And these 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a missing one. Those are Corona peppers. And then I have the Atuda. I had 3 of those, and one's missing. Then I have a couple of the Edgevarsky, and I first noticed, and in that video, it's the peppercini that I have in my hand, but it where something bit it, and I replaced it because I had an extra one. But it's doing pretty good. And see if I can get, you see this eggplant? The same thing happened to it, but it didn't bite all the way through. I think we're gonna heal that up around that scar, and maybe this will start looking better, because look at her sister, how big she is and healthy. She's struggling. And then here I have my shishitos, a couple more of those, and then some more spice peppers. I have Trinidad perfume, and a couple more Tobagos. And these two are the early jalapenos. And I had one here, but that's the Aja Dulce. And that looks like it's flowering. Is a cayenne pepper. And see a couple seeds starting there. Those I'm pretty sure are sunflowers. And right there looks like a basil and marigold. And those are cosmos. And that's a little marigold start that I started in the house with the peppers. Yep, that's all the seeds that are popping up here. And then we go through to these shorter raised beds, and I have okra planted on this side, and on the inside of this arch I have a couple small melons on this side and on this side. And then I have these little pots on the corners with some herbs. It's lemon balm, and this is bee balm, and it is struggling. That's when I think it's just completely gone. I might bring some seeds out, and this is lemon basil. I might bring some seeds out and see if I can get the seeds started again, but I started them in the house under the lights and they were taking forever. So I'm not sure if just starting them as seeds out here would be any good. And here, again, are a couple small melons that I had. They were struggling to add seed starts in the little pots. And so I decided to plant them out. And again, some direct sown seeds. And in the pot with these little melons, there was this mystery tomato plant just popped up. So I decided to plant it and see what that turns out to be. And then I have these little pots here. Strawberries. There's nothing in here but some random clover weeds. And this is pineapple mint that I picked up from Lowe's. Then I have these two pots. Those are lemon trees that I bought last year, and I thought that they were dead because we left them out in the winter, but they are coming back up, so I'm excited for that. And this bed, all lush and full. You remember my first transplant of the year. That video was of this bed. All of my lettuces are still looking good. They are huge, and I'm going to get them, especially these over here on this side, harvested before the heat. But they seem to be doing really, really good despite the heat. So those are black-seeded Simpson. It's a butter crunch, and that's a mix. So I don't know, there is some black-seeded Simpson in this mix. And then these giant leaves, I don't know what they are. And then there's some in the bottom with a little some red lettuce, and all these are leaf lettuces. So I'm gonna get those harvested, have a salad for lunch. These are the Paris Island Cause all the way down. And then I have a couple butter crunch. And here are some beets. And along here, I have my cucumbers starting to climb up this trellis. The ones with the small leaves are the Mexican sour gherkin, or it's also known as a mouse melon. And then I have 3 along here. These bigger plants are white wonder cucumber, and then 3 more along here. Those are this cucumber. I'm excited for them to come along. This butter crunch lettuce looks pretty good too. And then I have 3 Tomatillo plants. One is a Dr. Weich's yellow, an amarillo, and a purple Tomatillo. Then I have along here and here 2 different types of radishes. And as nice as these greens look, the most exciting part for me is I actually have radishes. So these bigger ones, I'm gonna come along and harvest them. Can you see that? As many times if I tried growing radishes and only gotten greens, never radish, I am so excited to see these things finally bulbing up. And it's my scarlet kale. One's big and lush, and it's tiny. What's funny about this plant is I've grown it before in the fall, and the leaves are super red. And then I also have marigolds all along in here, and my cinnamon basil, a couple of zinnia seeds, and I believe this is lemon basil, a couple of zinnia seeds, and this random thing. You remember those sticky melons? It's a volunteer. I don't want it to grow in there. My husband said he's gonna move it, so I'm giving him the chance to move it. And then over here, this is tulsi, or holy basil, and a little sage plant. And that is it, you guys. My garden so far this year, oh, not quite it. I forgot about my little wheelbarrow. It's looking pretty good. I was wondering what that noise was. This is a fig tree that I planted here and have it protected with that little cage so it doesn't get mowed. Need to get some water in here for my little fountain. But yeah, I'm excited for the year. Everything's looking really good. And I have one more bed right there, and I'm gonna put another one on this side. See the extra boards over here to finish that. I'm hoping to get some winter squash planted in there so they can get growing. It takes winter squash like 100 days to mature. So I'm hoping to get that started soon. All right, you guys, thank you so much for following along with me in my gardening journey. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will see you next time. Bye.